First off, not you had me in here telling all the tea.
I mean, you gotta come
So
with it.
so I think first they have to slide into at the master investor. That would be my
They
first
won't get a
advice.
motherfucking dollar out of me.
That would be my first advice.
Shit, go ahead, try. No, no, no. I'm gonna send you a link to join Red Panda. I'm gonna reverse the Tinder swindler shit. Go ahead.
That is
You
hilarious.
go
That
ahead.
would actually be my first tip. My
Yep.
second tip, I think, would honestly to be in the rooms of these men. So the nice restaurants, the hotel lobbies, attending the conferences, or knowing where the restaurants are around there, and dressing the part. I think you have to know how to talk to these men. At the end of the day, I think that that's what I've realized. Outside of looks, these men love someone that they can just talk to.
Conversation is so
It's
key, yo.
conversation is key, and I think that so many people like that. I
Yeah,
think that if you can give someone, the attention and the capacity of not only listening but knowing how to respond and hold conversation, I
yeah.
think that's golden. And I think that with social media, that's what's missed right now. Everyone thinks they just got to show up and look like Instagram filters. Nah, baby, you need a
No.
personality.
Yeah, personality is key.
So there's a lot of talk online these days about sex workers.
Uh huh.
And it's become like a running joke with 50 Cent. He actually made an acronym, little sex worker. So, but it's actually a $1 billion industry, right? And they
It
say
is.
like even prostitution is the oldest profession in the world. That's what they say traditionally, right?
For those of you that need additional context, she's basically telling you how to get men, how to finesse men, how to finesse men that got money, and basically how to catch a simp. That's what this whole segment is about, how to catch a simp. You. So, if you don't got money, you simping. If you do got money, you simping. Tricking is tricking regardless if you got money or not. But see, women are trying to basically finesse the game and get taken care of long term. And so that's the additional context with this. Now, what Rashad is basically saying is he talking about sex working and that it's $1 billion industry. I think it's much, much bigger than that. It is much, much bigger than that because what we don't classify as sex work is basically what you see happening online and being proliferated every single day right in front of you, right? When women are saying they want to be taken care of, that they want a man, they want to stay home or whatever, basically they just parading themselves around. They're not talking about building with you. They're not trying to get with you and get it out the mud or getting with you based off of love and not getting into it with the wrong. They're going out to hunt for you. They're hunting you. And so I think it's much, much bigger than that. We just don't want to classify it as that. And people want to twist words around and all of that, but absolutely bigger than that.
So, sex worker. What exactly is a sex worker? Because I think the term kind of is usually loose.
Yeah, I mean it's an umbrella. I mean, Weezy and I have talked about with our podcast, we would be considered sex workers, even though we're not having
Really?
transactional sex for money. Yes, we are within the sex work umbrella. Let's be very clear in terms of our podcast. It has been very hard to monetize from the advertising sense, which is why we go on tour, which is why we have Patreon, which is
Yeah.
why we focus more on our community building. Um, I mean, you don't have to be having sex to be a sex worker. I mean, you could have a foot page and be considered a sex worker. You could literally, anything that arouses someone else that you're financially profiting from, if it could be labeled under that umbrella, could be considered sex work. It's weird. I think people shame it, but it's crazy. The women that I know now with OnlyFans making money that I don't think any of us thought could be possible. I have a friend now. She posts a lot of what she puts on Instagram. Maybe she has some pictures in the shower and some extra nudes. She's bringing in $50,000 a month.
And I'm amazed at the amount of guys that's willing to pay for something that you can literally see online for free. I mean, these people ain't giving you no game. They ain't giving you no information, no inspiration, no ability to level up, nothing that can improve your life. But I guess, with it being the oldest profession ever, at least you should have, like, you could before actually interact with the person in real life and maybe they finesse you out that way or whatever. But now they don't even have to leave the comfort of their own home and they still finessing y'all. And it's just insane to me how these industries just continue to proliferate and it's so many guys, which is one of the reasons why we got to continue the work that we do here with the Anton Daniels channel, because it's not that we're gonna save everybody or you're gonna kill the industry itself, but it's more or less about the fact that who can be saved and who can be rescued from this whole situation or this industry that is basically incentivizing you to go out and pay women for getting nothing in return. Y'all are paying these hoes for nothing.
And she's not having sex.
On OnlyFans.
On OnlyFans, she is bringing in $50,000 a month. And it was probably double that during the pandemic.
But they want to tell me they'll have enough money to invest in Apple. Shout out to all y'all who subscribe to our OnlyFans page. Last week, Rashad talked to us how to go from a DM to setting up the date. But as a woman, how should men approach women in person when they get in these spaces? Because a lot of people are awkward these days because of social media.
So awkward.
Yeah, like what are some tips to approach?
It's really.
And I don't know exactly who this woman is. Maybe I need to do a little bit of research. I guess I will. Maybe I'll deep dive into this on After Hours tonight. Make sure y'all tap into After Hours, man. We're going to go up. I'm going to have Mika come on and give her perspective from a woman. I'm sure Quentin going to jump in. We'll probably add in another caveat here or there to see what's popping. But yeah, man, this is crazy, bro. It's insane to me how they know y'all marks. They going to tell y'all what they going to do to y'all. And they also going to finesse y'all as a result of it. It's crazy.
Really simple. If we are at a bar or if we are somewhere where people are drinking, baby, don't come up to me and not ask me if I would like a drink. But also, you purchasing me a drink does not give you the right to be with me all night. So it's that simple. If I'm drinking,
they buy the drink and babysit.
Oh my God, no! They buy the drink and now they think that they are yours, sir. You spent $12 in New York, $25. That does not grant you, to be around me all night.
Fam, if she wants you, she choosing anyway, whether you buy her a drink or not. I'm just gonna tell you, the drink is that's just a whatever you want to say, normalcy. It's just a move. That's it. It's something to continue to generate conversation and whatever. But they choose and they giving it away for free. So y'all going through all of this extra and all of this. Yeah, okay, listen, if you want to go through the caveats and all of that stuff in order to try to impress them or make yourself seem cooler than what it really is, and that's cool. But that's just it's just happenstance, big dog. They're gonna choose and give it to who they want to give it to regardless.
But I think that is lost on us. I'm 33. I remember being in the club in the early 2000s, late 2000s.
Different time.
And men were buying drinks. They're not doing that anymore. So I think the sending a drink
because they're waking up and we teaching the right information, and guys is winning.
Over is an easy entry, and not being weird. Literally, just again being able to hold conversation. I think that's what else is missed right now.
So okay, let me ask you this: you I think you had.
Rashad, I think he me with the background. You see me with the background over there? See, you think he me with the background? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rashad and Earn Your Leisure and them boys over there and Ian Dunlap.
Negative reaction to Ian's post when he said to invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself, yo.
And
Manny, my homie, though.
What was my negative response? I ain't gonna hold you. Ian just be talking sometimes.
No,
and I don't be liking what he be saying.
If I'm in love, I'm gonna take care of my baby, but on a regular, a regular degular, I'm not finna.
So the term invest in yourself, right? Where it's like, okay, a young lady should invest in her flight and her transportation on a vacation.
See how she turned
because it's going to yield dividends in the future, right? Like if you're able.
And I said I would cash up her when she got back, but really quick, if we fly somewhere,
she turned her nose
and we go to a villa and we in something that's 6,000-7,000 square feet. If you don't have the money to get your ass on a $300 Frontier flight, I shouldn't fuck with you no way.
So what was your
what?
What's your issue?
We don't talk.
It's a fact though. No dealing with broke hoes. Nah, not going forward in the future.
Here's the thing. Men actually could give a flying rat's ass about how much money a woman has or she's willing to spend. And so the fact of the matter is a woman can fly herself could even buy that 6,000 square foot villa. It doesn't mean that she has any more like movement in front of a bitch that literally spends nothing. Men do not care about a woman who is financially capable of doing those things. A lot of times, actually, men want to feel needed. Men want to feel like they're giving you an experience. Men want to feel validated in their actions. And mind you, y'all work so hard so that y'all can probably get the women that wouldn't pay y'all no motherfucking mind if you didn't have money.
Some men, not all guys. Now, I will agree with her that most men, that is the case as far as um, as far as the woman getting more value and all of this stuff, even though she's not spending nothing. But that's part of the problem. Part of the problem is that guys have messed up the game and that they've given validation to women just based off of the fact that she got a BBL and some butterfly eyelashes, instead of giving validation over whether or not she's a decent human being that actually can add value into your life. But I'm gonna stop it here because I want to actually have this conversation over on after hours. Make sure y'all tap into after hours and then let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Are you the simp that they're catching? Are you the guy that's giving up all of the back? And don't be lying to me inside of the comments because I know who you are. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat.